Hey, Grandma? It's Taylor. I'm really sorry to message you so late at night like this. Aren't you at home? I'm ringing the doorbell, but there's no answer. Are you asleep already? I wanted to message Dad, but Mom deleted his number from my phone and I didn't know who else to contact. Grandma, please help.
Taylor?
Oh, hey, Grandma. I guess you were asleep then? Oh, I'm so sorry if I woke you. I really didn't want to have to do this.
No, I'm the one who should be apologizing, dear. I have my phone on silent while I sleep. Oh, I'm so sorry I missed your messages.
It's fine. It's not your fault. I'm the one messaging you in the middle of the night.
Anyway, dear, what on earth is going on here? Why would you message me begging for help in the middle of the night after we haven't spoken for 2 years? What's going on? Oh, it must be something urgent if you went out of your way to message me like this. Why on earth would you message me at this time?
I'm outside your house right now.
Huh?
I've been ringing the doorbell, but did you deactivate it or something? I couldn't hear anything from the inside, and it doesn't really seem like anyone's here.
Oh dear, oh Taylor, oh let me guess. Are you in Vermilion City right now?
Yeah, of course. I'm outside your house in Vermilion City.
And where's your mother? Isn't she with you?
I came by myself on the last train.
Listen to me, Taylor. I'm not there anymore. I moved to Pewter City a few months ago.
Huh? Pewter City?
I did tell your mom about it. Oh, didn't she tell you?
This is the first time I'm hearing anything about it.
Oh dear, oh I'm so sorry. I really should have messaged you directly.
What should I do? I'm scared, Grandma. We're in the middle of a torrential downpour here and it's freezing cold. So cold I can hardly move anymore.
Oh my God, oh this is bad. Oh, don't panic, dear. I'm going to call you a taxi immediately.
But Grandma, Pewter City's really far away, right? I used up the last of my money on the train fare.
Don't worry about that. I'll let the taxi company know to get their money once you get to my house. Hang tight there for a little while longer, okay?
Oh, okay, Grandma. Got it. Thanks.
Taylor, I'm sorry I kept you waiting. I booked a taxi with the taxi company around the corner from my old house. They should be there almost immediately.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I'll be awake until you arrive here, so don't hesitate to message me if you need anything, okay?
All right. Thanks so much, Grandma.
Chrissy! Huh? Is that my ex-mother-in-law? What do you want with me, Jill? Why would you message me after me and your son Jack already divorced 2 years back? Are you feeling lonely or something? What the hell do you think you're playing at, forcing your high school-age daughter to wander around outside in the middle of the night? I know what you did. Explain yourself. Excuse me? Did something happen with Taylor? Did something happen? You know damn well it did. Apparently, she didn't know I moved to Pewter City, and she messaged me desperately begging for help after she showed up outside my old house in the middle of the night. Huh? Hang on a sec. More importantly than that, how do you know my number? I've had it since before you and Jack divorced. Wait, you did? I didn't think it would be appropriate for me to message you since you won custody of Taylor over my son, and besides, I never had any particular reason to get in touch with you until now. So you probably didn't realize I had it, that's all. Oh, I see. Well, looks like I screwed up then. I must have been so busy blocking Jack after the divorce that I forgot to block you along with him. I woke up to a slew of messages begging for help and called her a taxi in a panic. But what on earth do you think you're playing at, Chrissy? This is unacceptable. Oh, I see. So she went to that grandma's house, did she? That grandma? I told her she was supposed to go to my mom's house, but I guess she got confused. I would have never guessed in a million years she'd show up at your old place. This is kind of hilarious. This is no laughing matter, young lady. Whatever. I guess if you're going to be taking her in now, everything worked out for the best. Worked out for the best? Which part of this situation do you think is positive? Enough beating around the bush, Chrissy. Explain yourself to me. Why did my granddaughter show up outside my house in the middle of the night in the freezing cold and pouring rain? Yeah, take a chill pill already, would ya? I'm on vacation in the Bahamas with my boyfriend right now. What? Your boyfriend? Is this a different person to the guy you destroyed your marriage by cheating on my son with? Sure it is, but me and Jack are divorced now, so I'm free to date whoever the hell I want. What's the problem with that? You don't have any right to go sticking your nose into my love life. You're right, I don't. It's not my business and I have no intention of prying. But when my granddaughter shows up outside my old house in the middle of the night begging for help, that makes me involved. Wait a second. You didn't leave that poor girl all on her own to go on vacation with your boyfriend, did you? Jeez, Jill, what is with you? She's in high school now, so she's more than capable of watching the house by herself for a measly 2 weeks. Are you trying to stunt her growth or something? You have to give kids of that age responsibilities so they can learn the ways of the world. I was doing her a favor. What? You left my granddaughter on her own for 2 weeks? Chill out, would ya? It's not like she was gonna starve. I did leave her $10 for food, you know. $10? You left her $10 to get by on for a whole 2 weeks? Would you quit overreacting to everything I say? It's making me cringe. What on earth are you saying? She wouldn't even be able to afford a sandwich per day on that much. Do you have any idea how expensive food is these days? Yeah, well, actually, it turns out she did message me saying she was struggling for food, which is why I told her to go to her grandma's place. But for some reason, she got the wrong end of the stick and thought I was talking about you, her dad's mom. Like, why would I mean you when you haven't spoken for 2 years? I swear, that girl can be so dense sometimes. How is it that you're completely glossing over the fact you left your high school-age daughter on her own for 2 weeks? You made her so desperate she felt she had no choice but to beg for my help in the middle of the night. I didn't tell her to go in the night. It's not my fault she's impatient. Like I told you, I am currently enjoying a lavish holiday in the Bahamas with my boyfriend. You're kind of annoying me now, so we're gonna have to call this conversation a day here. But I can trust you to take care of Taylor while I'm gone, right? Thanks, Jill. You're a real star. Well, of course I'm not going to leave her alone, but what the hell? Do you seriously think it's acceptable to abandon your responsibilities as a mother like this? Aha, I just remembered. I told her she'd get some food if she asked her grandma for help. So make sure you make her a nice hearty meal, okay? It'd be a shame if you let your granddaughter down now, don't you think? She's your responsibility now. But you're her mother. You fought so desperately for custody during the divorce. Why would you act so recklessly and irresponsibly now? This makes no sense. Please, Jill, would you quit lecturing me already? You act like you're still my mother-in-law. I swear it's so cringe. That's not the point. Would you stop trying to deflect and answer my questions for once? My boyfriend and I will be away for another 10 days, so I'm gonna need you to look after Taylor until we get back. You'll be a darling and do that for me, won't you, Jill? 10 days? You mean you intend to completely ignore the situation you've created here to carry on and enjoy your vacation? Oopsie. Sorry, Jill, but I'm gonna have to go. John Paul is calling me to the bedroom. Something tells me we're about to have some steamy fun, if you catch my drift. Toodles! No, Chrissy, you stop right there. Wait!
Hey, Grandma? The taxi driver said we just arrived at Pewter City.
Got it. I'm waiting for you out on the front porch.
Okay. Grandma?
Yes?
I don't feel too good. I keep getting these shivers.
What?
I kind of already felt like I was getting a cold before I messaged you, but I think I might have a fever now.
Oh no. Oopsie, silly me, I can be so forgetful sometimes. I meant to tell you this before, but I need to make it clear that I will not be giving you any money to cover the costs of looking after Taylor. This might have all come about due to a misunderstanding, but the end result is that you get to spend some time with your granddaughter despite the fact your son lost custody of her in divorce court. You must be over the moon to get the chance to spend money on her like this, right? Go on. You can celebrate by spoiling her rotten. You should know that your daughter, Taylor, she just got rushed to the hospital in an ambulance. Huh? What the... I know she was bound to look a little different after us not seeing each other for 2 years, but I had no idea she'd look like this. I barely recognized her when the taxi showed up at my house. I can't believe how skinny you let her get. Oh, that? Oh, don't be silly, I just put her on a little diet, that's all. I don't want to hear your excuses, and I don't believe you. I have to go to the hospital with her now, so you won't hear from me until things have settled down. Wait, what? No. Hello, Jill, are you there? I came back to the States yesterday. Can I have Taylor back soon? Not happening. What? Why not? I remember you told me some crap about her being taken to the hospital, but that was almost 2 weeks ago. Surely she's better now. Yes, you're right. She's absolutely fine now. She was feeling very drained and lethargic, so they kept her in for a few days while carrying out some tests, but she got discharged around a week ago. Then why won't you give her back? Because she doesn't want to go back to you. What? What did you just say? Taylor told me everything. You've been spending Jack's child support payments, which were obviously supposed to go towards looking after Taylor, entirely on yourself, haven't you? You weren't even feeding her properly. You failed in your responsibilities as a mother, and you no longer have any right to be one. Who the hell do you think you are? I am that girl's mother and legal guardian, and I won full custody of her in court, so quit sticking your nose in where it doesn't belong. I can report you to the cops for abducting her if you'd like. Fine, go ahead. I can call Child Protective Services if you like. God damn you. Of course, I'll have Taylor's testimony on everything you did to her. Then there's the fact you left her with a measly $10 to feed herself on for a whole 2 weeks while you went on a luxury vacation with your boyfriend. She's a high school student, Jill, not a goddamn baby. There's nothing wrong with leaving her to watch the house every now and then. She's even got a part-time job. I know. And I also know you confiscated all her wages every time she got paid. What the hell do you think you're playing at? I want answers, Chrissy. Huh? Even if we accept that Taylor is very mature and independent for her age, that doesn't justify leaving her all on her own for 2 weeks with a poxy $10 to look after herself with. 16 or not, she's ultimately still a child, which means it's your responsibility as her mother to protect her safety and well-being. You're messed up in the head at the point that you think it's acceptable to go on vacation when your daughter tells you she's coming down with a cold. You're not fit to be a mother. What? Jack's in full agreement with me on this one. And what in the heck does this have to do with that jerkwad? In case you forgot, I won custody of Taylor because Jack was deemed by the judge to be unable to provide an appropriate environment to look after a child in. So why the hell would his opinion suddenly matter now after all this time? Enough of this nonsense. Since you finally arrived home, allow me to convey my intentions going forward. Huh? Why so formal all of a sudden? Regarding the reason I moved to Pewter City, Jack was recently placed on a long-term work transfer here at his company's new branch office. His company provided him with a generously large apartment, which he very kindly invited me to live with him in. Oh, so that's why? Great, well, I don't care. Why would you even bore me with this crap? It's your life, Jill. You're free to do whatever you like.
Oh, I see. You don't understand the implications of what I just said and are in fact just as dim-witted as I thought. In that case, allow me to explain.
What? Hey, quit being so horrible.
Me? Horrible? You've got some very selective definitions, Chrissy.
Ugh, go on then, tell me.
To put it simply, Jack is now capable of providing a suitable environment for looking after a child.
Huh?
I would hope you already know this, but legally speaking, a child has the right to choose which parent they live with when they reach the age of 16. Taylor's in high school now, and as you know, she recently turned 16.
Wait a sec. No way.
Yes way. Me and Jack are currently in talks with a lawyer regarding changing her legal guardian. I'm sure the fact that you've been spending all her child support money on yourself will be taken into consideration when the decision is made.
No. Wait a second. It wasn't like that. I did that for Taylor. Oh, think about it. If I'm happy, then she's happy, right? And when I spend money on myself, I'm happy. Which means it was in Taylor's best interests.
You have a disgustingly warped view of the world, young lady. Anyways, let's not get sidetracked here, okay? Where I'm going with this is that once Jack takes custody, you'll be paying him child support until Taylor reaches adulthood.
What? No way, I can't do that. I'd have to get a job to keep up with that. Oh my god, I won't be able to live.
Yes, that's right. It would appear all of our lives are about to get very busy. We're counting on you, Chrissy.
No, please. Oh, this can't be happening. Jill, I have no money. Damn it, Jill!
A few days later, my son Jack took custody of Taylor. With that, she moved to Pewter City to live with us in his new apartment. It would have just about been possible for her to carry on going to the same high school if that was what she wanted, but she decided to switch schools and go to one in Pewter City instead. She's always been great at making friends. She already gets on super well with her classmates, who all adore her, and is enjoying life at her new school. As for Chrissy, who lost the right to call herself a mother with her despicable actions, she did find herself a part-time job, which she stayed at for a little while, but between the fact she's been stealing my son's child support payments as well as confiscating Taylor's wages from her part-time job, it wasn't enough to keep up with her new outgoings, and she plunged into the depths of financial hardship in the blink of an eye. Her boyfriend broke up with her, and she was left no choice but to move back in with her parents out in the countryside. It turns out they're decent people, but they were obviously livid with their daughter and forced her to get a job at a local factory to keep up with the child support payments. Not only that, but they even made her get a part-time night shift job on top of it. Now she spends her days in abject misery, wondering how she managed to screw everything up so badly.
Evelyn, was the graduation ceremony today? I just went to the high school and there's no graduation ceremony sign, and it didn't really seem like today was it. I thought you'd been spending all morning getting ready for it, but I never thought you'd really be fooled. What do you mean, fooled? Oh, it looks like the graduation ceremony has been postponed. Wait a minute, what do you mean, postponed? It's not a graduation ceremony today. We're free to go to school, so I'm with my friends. Again? What do you mean, again? You lied to me about the date of our parent-teacher conference. You made it impossible for me to go. Did I? I don't remember that. I mean, the parent-teacher conference and the graduation ceremony can only be attended by the family members. Didn't you know that? I'm your mother. My dad is the only family I have. Are you still acting like a rebel? You're just another one of those women who live on my dad, right? Why did he remarry someone like you? If this was the case, I'd rather have an ex-mom who never said anything to me. You were so supportive when we got married. Well, in front of my dad at least. I'm a good girl in front of him. Yeah, I know. It's amazing how different you can be. Women are scary. Maybe I'll be an actress in the future. So I guess today's graduation ceremony was a lie, and we're having it on another day. Well, I'm going home then. I'll ask my dad to come to the real graduation, but you're not wanted there, you know. I don't want a stranger who isn't family to come. Why do you hate me so much? If I don't like something, I don't like it. Don't be so obnoxious. You're an eyesore in my house. And the food tastes bad just because I think you made it. I really hate it when you flirt with my dad. I'm not flirting with him. He used to do everything I asked. But since you came, he doesn't listen to me anymore. I know you're the one who's been bad-mouthing me. That's not true. We're just strangers. You don't even think of me as your daughter. Because I consider you as my daughter, I'm telling you with all my heart that you can't do what you can't do. That's because you don't like me. And you don't need to like me. I hate you too. I'd be happier if you'd get out of my house. Why don't you and Dad get a divorce, you old hag? How can you say that? Accepting whatever the child wants is not love. Parents have to teach them what they can't do. Don't act like a mother. You are a stranger to me. I don't have time for strangers. My friends and I are going to the amusement park. So don't interrupt me. Amusement park? Do you have that kind of money? You said the day before yesterday you wanted money because you used up all your allowance. Well, I know where the cash is in the house. Don't tell me it's the house money. Evelyn, I told you to manage with the allowance we set aside every month. I told you that already. What's wrong with $300? $300? Don't tell me it's for food. The admission fee went up recently. If you buy merchandise and food in the park, I need this much. Think of it as my graduation present. Okay, I'm off. Wait a minute, Evelyn. If it's your high school graduation gift, I give you enough money for your graduation trip. Evelyn. How was the graduation ceremony? She lied to me again. Lied? It's the same as the parent-teacher conference. The real graduation date is next week. But didn't we have handouts and stuff? She must have rewritten the schedule and made a new one. It's easy with a copier. Again? I'm sorry for all the trouble I put you through. I spoiled her too much until I married you. I understand how you feel, John. Because Evelyn's real mother didn't have much love for her child. You must have loved her. Besides, if it was a daughter with a male parent, sometimes there are things that can't be helped. After I married you, I realized that listening to whatever Evelyn wants wasn't the way to love her. I've tried to raise her strictly as a parent since then, but I guess it was too late for that. Evelyn was already in middle school when I remarried you. It's never too late. We've worked very hard on her. I'm not recognized by Evelyn as her mother, and that's my fault. Don't worry, I'm a strong person. Thank you, Anna. I still can't believe Evelyn lied to you. I really think it's her problem. I'm afraid that one day she'll do something big, something that can't be undone, and I'm always worried about that. Right now she still lives at home, And she doesn't plan to live alone after university, so we can still help her. But I'm worried about what will happen when she starts working. If she does something like that again, I have a plan. A plan? If the way I've been doing things so far doesn't work for her, then I'll have to change my ways, won't I? Well, by the way, she said she only wants you to come to the graduation ceremony. Just me? She said I'm a stranger, not family, so she doesn't want me to come. When I get home, I want to see all the messages you and Evelyn exchanged. Huh? Why? What she's sending you, what she's saying to you. I bet she sent you worse things than a stranger would, right? As his father, I need to know. I understand. But if you went through her messages without her permission, I'm sure she'd be very angry. And that would be quite the opposite of what we want. So please don't mention anything about this. Okay. I graduated. At the same time, I also celebrated my birthday and became an adult. I'm finally an adult. I mean, in the end, you and even Dad couldn't attend the graduation ceremony, and I'm really disappointed. Well, I'm glad you didn't come though. Happy graduation and happy birthday. Now that you're an adult, you have to be aware of your actions from now on, and you can't just go around acting like you're the same person you are now. Don't lecture me, old lady. You're just an old lady who depends on my dad's money. How can you lecture me? Old lady. I'm an adult now. I think it's time for your role in this family to end. That's right. I guess there's nothing more I can do for you. Well, I'm going to go hang out with some friends and then I'm going home. But first, I've got some place to go. I'll make it quick. Even though you graduated from high school, don't do anything crazy with your uniform on. Of course I brought a change of clothes. Try not to be too late. Well then, you should get ready to go out. Get ready to go out? I have a surprise for you. I hope you like it. Congratulations. I'm free from today. I'm so happy. You know that freedom comes with responsibilities, don't you? Yeah. Now that you're really a stranger, will you get out of my house? Strangers? I told you, didn't I? I have a surprise for you. I filed for divorce papers for you and my dad. What the? Do you know what you've done? I know what I did. I was preparing to kick the unwanted old lady out of the house. I talked to a friend of mine, and we thought this would be the best thing to do. What did you do with the divorce papers, the signatures, the seals? I know where everything is in the house. I know where all the seals are, and they don't look at the handwriting all the time. That's why my friend's boyfriend and I wrote it for you. That's called falsifying official documents, and it's a very serious crime. No. It's a bigger crime to live under the same roof with a stranger. I graduated high school, and I filed for divorce as a surprise for you. I guess that means I'm graduating from high school, and you're graduating from being a mother too. Then I'm graduating as a father too. What? Graduating as a father? What are you talking about? You used to be my mother. You are speaking with your father now. Don't be silly. I don't care how angry you are about the surprise or the divorce papers, but just because you're mad at me, don't pretend like you're my dad. It's so lame. You've lied to us about everything. Just stop it. I don't care about any of that. I just want you to get the hell out of my house. You're the one who needs to get out of my house, Evelyn. What are you talking about? Can you stop pretending to be my dad? Dad is at work right now. There's no way he can access your phone. I'm logged in on my computer. What? A computer? Before your mother showed me the screen of your messages, it was too much. I have never seen you like that. I asked your mom to share her login ID and password with me, and that is why I was on the computer looking at your mom's message. Wait a minute, really, Dad? You're seriously saying you've been watching all the talks we've been having? I mean, Mom's looking at her phone right now. But at the same time, I'm looking at it on my computer too. And I'm replying to you. No, Dad, this is wrong. What? You can't explain it, can you? It's... So, about the surprise divorce papers. Who was that for? For you, Dad. You deserve a better person, not someone like that. I divorced and remarried because of my selfishness, and I understand that it was hard on you, so I have been doing whatever you wanted. But I knew that it wouldn't be enough for your sake. So I made my own decision to be strict with you like a parent. I'm fine with just you and me, Dad. If you have money to spend on that woman, spend it on me. After all, you don't like it when you're not the center of the attention, right, Evelyn? Then you should be alone. What? Alone? I told you, didn't I? I'm graduating from being a father, and Mom is graduating being a mother too. You're a grown woman now. You can take care of the rest on your own. What are you saying? I'm still a student. I'm going to university, remember? If you want to go to university, you'll have to earn your own tuition. And earn your own living expenses. Study while living on your own. That's impossible. You're going to university because you want to study. That's irresponsible of you as a parent. Compulsory education goes until high school. Besides, you don't understand the value of money. I do understand. People who really understand it wouldn't take money out of the house and spend it on entertainment. That bitch told you that too? I told you I saw the messages. You are an adult. You want to go to university to study. You chose to go to university because you wanted to. You're responsible for your own life from here on. My role as your parent ends here. I don't know why you're saying this. With freedom comes responsibility. With choice comes responsibility. That's what it means to be an adult. Happy birthday. I'm rooting for you. If you're rooting for me, then pay me. I mean, this is terrible. I filed for divorce so that you and I could live together, okay? To keep your love and money for me alone. That's not for me, but it's for your sake, isn't it? You must love me, right? I've been a good girl in front of you. A daughter who can't take care of the people I love cannot be a good person. If you really care about your father, you wouldn't have filed for divorce without permission. I'm going to live with your mother. You go live on your own. I just graduated high school. There's no way I can do that. Go back to your grandma's house for now. What? Grandma's house? Think about what you're going to do before the university entrance ceremony. I'm not letting you in my house anymore. Are you kidding me? I'm seriously cutting you out of my life. Oh no. I'm in trouble. You're not a child anymore. You know what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do. This is what you deserved. You brought this on yourself, Evelyn. You should be able to understand how people feel. I am honestly really sad about this result. Dad, I'm sorry. I'll change my mind, so forgive me. You're apologizing to a wrong person. I decided not to spoil you anymore. You're not going to learn from the way I used to do things, so I've decided to change my ways. Think of it as your last chance and be sorry and live with it. I've explained everything to your grandmother. Hey, wait! Dad! Please don't leave me. Dad? Hey, Dad or Mom, whichever you are, just pick up the phone. Your father is driving the car now. Mom, where are you right now? I came home and there's no one here, and there's no luggage. If it's your luggage, I sent it to Grandma's, didn't I? Where's your luggage? We moved. Moved? We're on our way to our new place. Where? I'm not gonna tell you. It's a decision we made together. Have you already decided on university and a place to stay? Of course I can't. I don't have the money. We already paid the admission fee. I can't afford the tuition. Hasn't Grandma given you the bank book with all the New Year's gifts and congratulatory gifts from relatives? This is not enough. Well, that's right. You spent most of your allowance and New Year's gift. I can't even move out. But Grandma says I only have a month left at home, so... Well, I guess she can't keep taking care of you like that. I was going to go to university from home. I wasn't planning on living alone. You're right. Your plan was to get us divorced and live with your father, and enjoy the freedom of university life, right? Please, can you show me where you're going to live? I'm not open-minded enough to live with someone I know hates me. I'm sorry. I can't even go to university, and I don't even have a job, so I'm on the verge of poverty. Well, Grandma is letting you stay at her house for another month, right? I suggest you at least learn to do your chores in the meantime. How can I get you to forgive me? It's not about forgiveness. This is what I call a love whip. This is not love. I was tough on you with love, but you didn't learn anything. This is the last thing we can do for you as parents. Please forgive me. I can't deal with this. The fact that I can't go to university while all my friends are there. Or for me to work as a part-timer. Mom, are you listening to me? Hey, Mom! That's strange. Now that you mention Mom, it sounds so weird. Look, I'm sorry about that. So let's get back to normal. Let's be a family again. Back to normal? Back to those days where you called me a stranger and wouldn't accept me as family. Are you saying we'll go back to that time? I'm sorry, but your mother and father are also human beings. We can't accept everything. Please, I said I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the notifications. I'm also blocking you. So from now on, it'll be just you and your dad, minimum contact. Minimum contact? You're on your own. Good luck with your life, Evelyn. In the end, Evelyn, who could not afford the tuition fees, did not enroll in university. My mother-in-law knew the situation, and since she is a strict person, she really lets Evelyn live on her own within a month. She is currently working part-time jobs to make a living, and she has been trying to understand the difficulties of living on her own. A complete change from the irresponsible and free life she used to lead. I hear that she is exhausted by her solitary life.